Let's go. Hi, this is Gecko Mayhem, and this is day 3 of my free-to-play raid series for 2025. As soon as the game loads, I am going to get into things. Yesterday, or on day 2, I managed to get Ares to 5-star. She's not level 50 yet, but I had a 5-star level 50 Kael on day 1, which is kind of crazy when you think about it. Let's go, let's get into it. Let's see what today brings. More leveling, trying to get to higher level dungeons so that I can get better gear. I was going to check the accessories. What accessories have I picked up? A Dark Elves attack ring with higher attack percent already when it hasn't even been leveled. That is insane. Come on. Yeah, I got 1 attack. I got 1 point into attack. That is awesome. Alright. I just got rings. I didn't get, yeah. Didn't get necklaces or anything. High elves. Defense ring with flat attack. Well, when I get a defense high elf, I think that's going to suit me just fine. Let's go and just do some arena very quickly. Bronze 3, bronze 3. How do we do it? Everybody has Alice at this level. Might be able to do this. What's this? Oh, this is save team presets. Right. Right. Okay, so let's dive in and set up your first save team. It wants me to just set it up, etc. So I'll just save it. There we go. Let's go with this team here. Kael, I want him to open with Disintegrate, Opener, and then Default. Ares, I want it to open with this. Muslim Mage, I want him to open with this. It's not ascended, it tells you. And War Priest, I really don't care what she does, but we'll open with that more than anything. And we'll see how we go. Okay, we'll grab that as our team. And start on auto. So it should be auto team. The team setup icon is lit, which means that I'm using a pre-made team with pre-built instructions. And that's the way that I want it. Boom. Okay, it is clan boss time. Clan boss time. Speed and attack. Forget the fact that it's immortal. And it's only a 3-star. I mean, whatever. What have we got? Accuracy, crit rate, and speed. All good stats. Oh, someone's been hitting normal. Ooh, these guys are heavy hitters. 1.53 million on normal. I think we need to get down easy first. Alright, I'm missing someone. Yeah. This is not going to go down terribly well, is it? Another warm body. Yep, why not? Another warm body. Really do need to get gear. I really do. Start on auto, see how we go. Alright, go clan boss. Alright, 734k. Not terrible, but I have done better. It is force. It was force. And it got cold all of a sudden, so I've put a top on. Alright, I think that's it for clan boss. I'll come back later and do another key. Let's open a primal shard and see how we go. Let's go. It is an epic. It's Kitus. Kitus. At least it's someone for my Knights Revenant for Faction Wars. I'm not a fan of Kitus. Some people use him in the arena. So he does place heal reduction, which is excellent because Spirit Keep. There we go. He's going to be my Spirit Keep guy. He can attack. He attacks 4 times, but you need to book him, and as an epic, it's hard to book. He attacks all enemies twice on a 4-turn cooldown, and if he's at really low HP, then he'll hit really hard. So you want him to take damage so that he drops to the lowest amount of health possible, so that his A3 will do lots and lots of damage. So you stack his damage, and you probably want to put a swift parry set on him, or you want to pair him with a champion that places unkillable. So swift parry is probably the way to go with Kitus. And then you just roll the dice, and you have fun with it. If you're not going to have fun... Wait, where did I see a appreciation pack? Let's summon more to fulfill this. I need to extend my slots for 320. Here we go. Alright, nothing special. Nothing great. Brimstone Path it is. Let's go. Are we ready to try to take on Mortar Macabre? Let's auto it. Let's see how we go. Final boss of the campaign. Kael is so strong. Right, epilogue, the light of Lumaya. By the light of Lumaya, the company vanquished the guardians of Siroth and the fell demon Kivos. But alas, it soon became clear that the priest's prophecy would be fulfilled, for only the combined force of their shards could unleash enough power to seal the dark portal. Our heroes bravely stepped forward and together offered the ultimate sacrifice to cast out the shadow from the world. But wait, O champion, the story endeth not here. For the portal will open again, Siroth will return, and the shadow will loom larger. Until that day comes, return to Teleria. Hone your skills and seek out new champions. You will need them all soon enough. That's sick. That's so cool. It's freaking cool. I liked that. I'm glad I went through the story again for the campaign and went through each of the chapter snippets. However, we've just got our first Void Shard. And we've got our second Void Shard. Oh, got 2 Void Shards, boys. And girls, I don't know. It was just a reaction. Savior of Teleria badge, there we go. I've got 112 energy to burn. I am going to just very quickly go over a calculator that I have that calculates silver and XP from the campaign. I have this raid calculator here, and I'm going to make it bigger. I reckon that is big enough. So it has all of the stages on normal, hard, brutal, nightmare going across. And then I can punch them in, and it tells me how much experience per energy. It doesn't tell me how long it takes. Obviously, hard's going to take longer to get through until you get really strong champs. So, what I can do here is I can say, well, if I were to farm stage 12-3, which I'm not sure Kael can solo normal stage 12-3. But if he could, I'd be getting 1782 energy per experience per energy. So because it costs 4 energy on normal, that's 1782 energy per character. If I were to get to hard 9-6, which is the Deadlands, I wouldn't be getting quite as much energy. That's on hard. So it's actually much more lucrative to get to 12-3 and farm it on normal than it is to get to hard 9-6, which will be incredibly hard at the moment. You even don't get as much silver on hard. Once I get to brutal, it's a whole other story. You get a little bit more XP, but at the moment it's going to be much more worthwhile for me trying to get to 12-3 for a regular clear with a strong Kael. Alternatively, I stick with 9-6 to get my 1560, and in terms of getting through the campaign, 6-6 probably doesn't give me as much XP. It doesn't. Chapters 7 and 8, a little bit tricky just because of affinities. Yeah, so there is that. It is Void Shard time. Are we ready to pull an epic Void champion? Let's do it. Nope. At least it's not Harrier, right? At least it's not Harrier. Painkeeper is good. In fact, I think I used Painkeeper on my main account for the clan boss for a short period of time. And why is that? You can slot her into a particular team. Her damage is based on defense and attack. So even if you get attack stuff on your gear, it's going to add to her attack. It fills her turn meter by 10% when she attacks, whenever she does her A1. So you can track her going forward, getting her turns faster. She heals, so she has a self-heal, and it's an AoE attack. And she decreases allies' skills. So if you can book her, every 4 turns, she will decrease their skills. And that's how you can tune her for the clan boss, because you're making sure that your allies, every 4 turns of hers, so if she takes 4 turns for every 3 turns the boss takes, every reset of the boss, every cycle, she is resetting your allies' cooldowns by a turn. And you can tune your team around that. And that's what I did for a short period of time when I had a lot weaker characters and hero composition. Void Shard number 2. Alright. Let's do it. Fingers crossed. It's a gamble. It's another rare, and it's Bloodhorn. Bloodhorn. Why did you have to be in that shard? Well, Skinwalkers, Faction Crypts. He's another one of those characters that does decrease accuracy. He has ally protection, great for faction wars when you've got more people. And if I can ascend him, he puts a continuous heal, so it's a little bit of a heal. So he's going to be fantastic for faction crypts. Plus he increases HP. So I'm actually happy. I am happy that I pulled those 2 champions. When you first start out, if you're doing normal clan boss, then lifesteal is not going to be the worst thing in the world. Bronze 4. You move through the bronze ranks way too fast, man. They should not be putting me into bronze 4 with my weak team. Wow, I'm surprised I beat them. Alright, it is Lord Chamfort time. We've cleared through hard 1-1. Hard chapter 1. Let's finish it off. One-shot him in the face. Alright, let's move on to chapter 2. Alright, we're up to Fushan already. Let's one-shot him. It's going to be a quick fight. Alright, on to chapter 3. Alright, we're up to Martial Ed already. Let's finish this chapter. Okay, chapter 4. Let's go for it. Well, hard campaign is turning out to be a lot easier than I had anticipated. I guess it's not a massive step up from easy. Mind you, these are the earlier chapters. So if you get enough to do the latter end of normal, then you can do these earlier chapters of hard fairly easily. And it's good because it is progress. Progress is progress. So we're on to chapter 5. It's going to start getting harder because, well, this is the first chapter that has a lot of Force champions. Yeah. Oh boy. I knew it was going to be a little tough. It wasn't as tough as I thought. So pretty good actually overall. But let's do 2 more ancient shards, shall we? I'm excited. Eventually I'm going to hit gold. Eventually, but I just want to get some good blues. That's what I want at this point in this account, is good rares. Good rares. Alright, let's go. Ah, it's Phoenix. Oh, he is a heavy hitter. From what I remember, he's a fantastic attack champ. He'll be good in the arena, I think. And at least I've got another Sacred Order. I've got my first, my first blue and up Sacred Order champion. So if the target has any debuffs, places an extra hit. That's not bad. Enemies killed by this skill cannot be revived. So on his A1, they cannot be revived. Guess what? That's good against Ice Golem. So I'm actually gonna build him for Ice Golem. He's got an AoE, which is good for dungeons. Alright, block active skills. If he doesn't place block buffs. So he can try to place block buffs, which is cool. If Tally is on the same team, it decreases bomb debuff detonation countdowns. They have that duo. That's kind of cool, that synergy. And then on one enemy, he can put the decreased defense and decreased speed. So that is fantastic in dungeons, man. So good in dungeons, and he's going to be great in faction wars. So I'm really happy with that. Really happy that I got Phoenix. I was not expecting purple, man. I was not expecting purple. Right, let's increase our character slots and go for one more poll. Good blue, please. A good blue. A good one. Shadowbow Turlac. At least I got something in the Sylvan Watchers faction for Faction Wars. Can decrease their attack, which is great in Faction Wars. Increases speed on all allies. It's not a great speed one, but it'll help to clear Faction Wars, and it's an AoE. And he places Veil, so I mean that's handy. And he's a defense champ, obviously. So you build him hefty, lots of defense. Enemies in Faction Wars can't attack everyone else. Yeah, I like it. I think it's good. Alright. Palace of Aravia already, can you believe it? Let's get progressing. All right, the final part of chapter 6. We have to kill Queen Eva. It's been pretty good progress. I did have to redo one of those stages because, oh my gosh, so bad. I'm gonna have to redo this one as well. All right, I'm gonna have to probably manual it to play a little bit smarter. All right, there we go. All right, I made it through. Right, on to the next chapter. Right, that wasn't too bad. They are pretty tough. They're actually starting to get really tough. So that's why I have to switch to manualing it. But we have Biggin coming up, and I just have to be so cautious. I don't want her to do her karma burn. Oh, she put him to sleep. That was bad RNG. Let's see what we can do to get to the next one. Oh, not quite. Thank goodness for lifesteal. My gosh. And that's how we do it. Chapter 7 completed. Oh, I got 3,000 little tokens. Clovers. I'm going to flip 3 cards and see what I get. Just boom. I don't know what the superior oil is. Champion fragment, alright. And I don't know what that was. That's cool. Oh, I've got 500 gems. Ah, I've got 500 gems. It's time to unlock the mine. Boom. Done. This is where things are starting to get really tough. So hopefully I can push through this chapter. Okay, this is where things are starting to get really dicey. I'm going to try it with Mausoleum Mage. If I can't do it successfully or easily, I am going to just move out of this and stop pushing through the campaign chapters, and I'll get to farming food. So we'll give this a crack. All right. Not great. I wasted 12 energy, but you've got to try stuff to know stuff. And for me, if I can solo 12-3 or 12-6 with Kael, then that is what I'm going to be doing in terms of my farming spot. Right, so 3 super raids or 6 clears through will get common champions almost to level 10. Which is kind of sad because they're just so close to getting there. It means that I'm going to have to do a normal raid, a normal clear on top. So I need to do 7 clears. Yeah, so I really want to 6-star Kael first. I think that's my primary objective. So in order to do that, I have to farm up a whole lot of energy. What have we got? Defense percent. No. Let's just redo that. Keep farming food until I'm at the point where I've got 5 stars and can 6-star Kael, because that is going to make a massive difference. I think it's going to make more of a difference than farming dragon. Ah, got them. Than farming dragon or fire knight or any of the dungeons, in fact, to try and get gear, because I really need better gear on all of my champions. But if I have a 6-star Kael, then I can potentially push the dungeons further with just him. I'll be a lot stronger in the arena with just him, and he'll be a much more effective campaign farmer, which means that I'll be able to farm 12-6 very easily, and potentially, I don't know why I was checking that, potentially even get to 12-6 hard or 12-3 hard, whichever one is the easier one to actually solo. I think I'll be able to solo hard campaign with a 6-star Kael with mediocre gear, because his gear is mediocre. It's not great at the moment. He's got lifesteal, yes, but the stats are not very good, and he's got off pieces. He doesn't have a second set, so that kind of sucks. That's not the best situation to be in, where your gear is very, very mediocre, because I haven't farmed the dungeons. That's what you have to do. You can't have to farm the dungeons, but you do get gear from campaign. That is one thing that you get. Common gear, right? It's very rare that you'll get a green item. Flat. However, I ran out of champions, so let's get some good ones. Come on, random blue. Another null horn. Of course it's a null horn. All right. Cool. Mission complete. Now I can hit the Demon Lord. Maybe I chuck some gear on Kitus. Or Phoenix. Phoenix. We can only hope. All right, we'll go for auto. We'll let them do their thing. We'll let the AI take over. We'll see what happens. Oh, it's already got block buffs. I didn't know that block buffs could land on the clan boss. That's interesting. I thought he was going to place decreased defense. You know, poison set would be fantastic on him. That would be cool. Yeah, poison set would be great. Alright, come on Kael, carry this team. I just need 500,000. Just 500, that's all I'm asking for. Block buffs. Far out. Oh, they've got weak... attack down. Alright, come on, 300k. 2 more poisons. More poisons, Kael, more poisons. Just survive to 500, that's all I need. Oh, he got the decreased defense, so they're gonna hit harder. He's doing 7k crits. That's actually not terrible. And Kael's taking the stun. It's looking pretty promising. I think it's gonna get over 500k. It's a little poison on it. I need more. Oh, more poisons. I just need to last 2 rounds, and those poisons will tick. There we go. We hit the 500k. I've cleared the mission. Keep going. Do as much damage as you can. This is not terrible. I know War Priest is basically useless. I do need to be able to slot in another champ. Phoenix is about to die. He's very low health. He's probably going to take the stun. And Kael staying on top. No, he wasn't able to put his decreased defense up. He's going to take the stun and die. There we go. As expected. A little bit more poison. It's going to tick. Probably going to get over 800. Come on, poisons. Do your job. Alright, they just have to survive a little bit longer. War Priest heals herself. We've got some buffs. We've got some speed. Mausoleum Mage is down. Kael is still up. Lifesteal set doing its job. Unfortunately, I didn't get a cleanse. He's down. She's going to a shoot a couple of times. We're not going to get the million. And down we go. That's well over 500k though, so I'm very, very happy with that. So I'm going to build Phoenix. I think he's going to be a very welcome addition to my clan boss team. If I can build him up, make him strong, get some better gear. Okay, I'll keep chipping away at the dragon until a piece drops. Got a lifesteal piece. It's got a flat attack. You gotta be freaking kidding me, bro. Well, flat attack's better than no attack. I'm actually gonna keep it just for the bonus. Just for Kitus. Until I get a better piece. Okay. Like that. Like that. Equip 2 attack champions with level 12 gauntless boots and chest plate with attack percent. Equip. That should be it. I did it. I jumped through hoops for the mission, and now I've got to get 4 champions to level 40. Alright, I'm not having a lot of luck with this, and it's really burning through a lot of my energy. So, I have to get my priorities right, and I'm going to put that mission on hold for now. I am going to hit the arena a little bit, and then I'm going to really focus on getting Kael to level 60. To level 60 to 6 star. He's the fastest in my team, I think. He's also the deadest in my team. Let's super raid our way through and get some food and some levels on old Phoenix. And just like that, I am level 31. I got a free energy refill just when I'm farming the campaign. So that's absolutely fantastic. I can push on, I can push through, I can keep going and getting all of this food to where I want it to be. I'm happy. Okay. Summoning away. What do we get? We'd be very lucky to get another blow. No. But that's cool. That is cool. I need all those champions for food. And the second thing is I'm going to hit the arena. Just going to see what I can do. I wish I would drop back down to bronze. It's kind of annoying being this high in the arena. Look, someone's got a level 60 Kael and they're only silver 1. Look, all these level 50s. This is crazy. Alright, we'll give this a crack. See how we do. Alright, Phoenix is level 40. I did it. So I can take him out. Don't have to keep farming him with all of the food. So that is good. Progress mission complete. I will crack on with that in a tick. I want to chuck somebody in. Might as well make it Eris for a little bit of XP. Okay, upgrade champions. Go do Spider's Den quickly, and then boom boom, next one. Should be no problem at all. Can't wait till I pull Cold Heart. Or even Armiger against Spider, because he's going to do some serious damage. Cool. Alright, I knocked out all of the missions for part 1. Campaign mission clear. Collect. Collect, collect, and what's next? Ice Golem, upgrade to level 16. Arcane Potions. Dragon's Lair. Magic Potions, so it's Potion Keeps. It's Potion Keeps, it's Potion Keeps, and Minotaur's Labyrinth. Right, it is ticking along nicely. I need to pull more champions. Let's go. Vile Spawn, uncommon. Let's do 10 more. Burn those shards. Heart Piercer is such a cool name. This is Heart Piercer. Here we go. Another run. Another campaign run. 12-6. And boom, they are dead. Right, just as I'm burning off the last of my energy for the day, I just want to recap quickly and then close out. So, day 3, what did I actually achieve on this day? Well, I pulled 2 epics, Kaitis and Phoenix. I leveled Phoenix to level 40. Well done. Aries is closer to 50. I've knocked out a little bit of Arena, managed to hit Silver 1 in Arena, which was not my intention, but it's just the natural progression of doing Arena. I've leveled up a bit of food towards Kael getting to 6-star, which is my absolute primary focus right now. I really just want to get Kael to 6-star. So when it comes to the missions, when it comes to the challenges, I'm just going to put those on hold. I did try that challenge of getting the HP % chest plate unsuccessfully, and it's not as much XP running Carrot Castle hard stage 2, stage 5, whichever, even just Carrot Castle hard in general. It's not worth running it because of the lower amount of XP. So just farming XP on normal 12-6 to get as much food as possible. And there's a lot to go. However, I feel like I have accomplished stuff on this day. I finished the first 75, the first of the blocks, the first block of challenges, right? The first 75 challenges, not today, but over the last 3 days, I've finished the first 75 challenges, which is a significant step, I think, just getting on that track towards getting Arbiter. I pulled a couple of Void Shards, which was really cool. Pulled Painkeeper and that horned dude. I can't even remember his name. Is it Bloodhorn or something? Whatever it is, he is going to be quite useful for Faction Wars because he's a tank. And all the other things that I pulled, the other champions that I pulled, no matter how poor they are, they can be used in Faction Wars so long as they are not completely useless. I'm probably not going to use uncommons. I'm probably going to focus on using rares for Faction Wars. So, good way to finish off day 3. Level 32 on my account. I will probably start day 4 very soon after the new day ticks over because I don't want to waste my energy. I won't have a boss key, but I'll kick it off. So thank you for watching day 3 of my free-to-play raid series. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I'll see you later.